What's up, guys? It's Oshy, aka Oshy. We're about to go on a big point streak right here. We're gonna go, I think, two 1,000 point streaks right here. We came up behind them, me and BLC Warrior here, and BLC is gonna watch my back towards A, and I'm just gonna put. I don't know if that guy's dead or alive. He's just like pinned up against a wall. I don't understand what's going on. Stupid glitch, I guess. I've seen a couple like that, really weird ones. Head sticking out of ceilings, stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go on a 1,000 point streak here. We totally wrecked them. When it comes to Grand Bazaar, it's either well, at least for my experience and my opinion, and I'm gonna get into this all later. But in my experience and in my opinion, usually, if you have B, the team that has B usually likes to just hold down the hallway. It's a big choke point. Think Operation Metro. And the B point and everything like that. I mean, if you got B, you got a pretty good drop on the enemy. You're gonna get lots and lots of kills, and despite getting lots and lots of kills, you know, we're still losing. I mean, I'm completely destroying this enemy team. I fell in love with the ACOG site again after this game, using the L85A2. I fell in love with the ACOG site again. But yeah, like I was saying, usually the people that have B, they don't have A and C, or it kind of like switches really often between the two teams, and usually the team that's holding B down usually loses, even though they're getting most of the kills, because the teams that are trying to rush B just usually die easy, because you get into a point where it's like, it's just mowing them down. And that's pretty much where it was this game. Of course, they got the Humvee somehow in that freaking alleyway. And I didn't know what I was telling BLC C4, and he died. And I'm like, oh shit, he's the only one with C4. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and revive him. And I go in for the revive, and I get fucking owned. And I think that's my second death of the day. I might get revived. I'm not too sure. But that's the gameplay. We're listening to some Ted Hunter Save the Island. Of course, the intro is brought to you by Free AE Graphics, and that's their YouTube handle. Also, I got a new background and a new watch logo and everything like that, made by me. But of course, I'm looking for someone to make me new ones, just because I'm trying to put out better production value. I'm also going to get into that later. But first, I want to get into what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I think it's January 11th, and the FAMAS multiplayer weapon guide is going out. Now, there's been a lot of hate comments recently. Like every day, usually during the night, I sleep, and then during the night I get tons of comments and stuff like that. People subscribing to me and everything like that. And every morning I'll wake up to like 15 or 20 emails or something like that, and that's basically it. Every day I read every single comment anyone posts. Anyone that subscribes, I look at their channel. Anyone that sends me an inbox message, I reply to it, or at least try to reply to it. I mean, if you make no sense, there's no point in me answering. But I constantly read every email that comes out of YouTube. I have every notification enabled, etc., and I read every single comment on every single video, and mostly reply to most of them. Every day now for the past week. I don't know if it's maybe a sign of me getting somewhere within this community or me making it or something like that. Maybe it's because I'm reaching 1,000 subscribers. A magical little switch flipped, and all these trolls are attacking me. People coming in. I don't know if it's because I'm maybe sharing my videos in over Twitter and Facebook, in particular Battlefield's fan page. But I'm getting people that don't like the music, don't like my voice, don't like me sharing my opinion, everything like that. First things first, the music. I'm not switching up the music. I can't use mainstream, anything copyrighted. I have to have direct permission from either the artists themselves or their licensing companies, anything like that. I went through a big hassle this week. If you saw the Battle for Eggs promo, I'll put a little link in the corner there. I won't add any audio because I'm not allowed. I went through a big hassle with an actual licensing company for a mainstream cinematic artist. I don't know what to call them. But yeah, there was 15 emails back and forth trying to get the rights and permission to post the music on YouTube. And I just gave up. I was like, fuck it. I give up. There's no way I'm gonna be able to post this at all. You know, I'd rather stick with people like Ted Hunter, who are simple, that understand that exposure and everything like that comes from things like this. This is advertisement for his music, etc. You go check out his channel, you go check out his SoundCloud, you download his music. He's in that stage right now. That's it. I'm not going to be posting any music. I generally like all types of music, but I don't have permission from everyone. So I have permission from Ted Hunter. I have permission from certain artists on NCM official, and I post their music. I actually just skip over NCM, the middleman I'd call him, and actually go and check out the actual channel of the artist and actually inbox them and ask their permission, because I don't trust NCM that much. So I like, when it comes to music, I'm strapped. I have limited resources when it comes to choosing music, and I really love Ted Hunter's music, and I think you should generally check him out because he actually puts out some quality underground stuff. That's why I post it. That's why I like his music. That's why it's in the background. If you're here for music, I don't understand why you would. You're here for commentary and gameplay. It's generally nice to talk over a beat or some sort of music in the background because it helps me calm down, helps me relax, helps me talk, you know, that kind of stuff. Two, when it comes to my opinion, now this is a big thing with the weapon guide that's coming out tomorrow. It's an opinionated guide. It's not fact. It's not fact. I'm not hired by DICE to do this. When you look at those stats on like stat pages and stuff like that, they're completely ripped right from the game files on the PC version. You have to look at that and you have to study it. It's all numbers. All of it's numbers. Some of these sites, they put out graphs and stuff like that, and I can mention a few. Actually, it starts with an S. I don't know the exact name. But some of them, it's completely like they put a graph there, but it's not exact numbers or anything like that. I mean, you have to look at it and kind of gauge it on yourself. Now, I'm going to say tomorrow that the FAMAS recoil is very predictable and manageable. And some people will say, well, that's not true. And really, it is for me. The FAMAS's recoil is predictable and easy to manage. That's going to be that's an opinion of mine. So if you have a different opinion, you don't have to go in the comments, call me a faggot, and all this sorts of shit. I don't want to fucking hear it. If you do that, don't ever plan on coming back, because you're not invited. But I have to reiterate that the vast majority of you guys are absolutely positive. You generally like the content, and I appreciate it. I accept constructive criticism. I am not an egotistical asshole like Wings of Redemption, like Total Biscuit. I'm not a fucking douchebag. If I generally feel that your constructive criticism is, you know, is, if it actually, I'm losing my words here. If it's actually, you know, needed, I will use it. I will look at that and I'll be like, you're right. If you have something to add to my commentary, or something like your own opinion maybe, I have no problem with that. Post it all you like. I might even somewhat agree with it. I might even change my stance after reading your opinion. It's just, don't be an asshole about it. Don't be a douchebag about it. You know, I give people I give people a chance, and some people have blown it. There's a line you can cross with me, and people have crossed it. And if you do cross it, if you call me a faggot, or you're like, oh, fuck you this, fuck you that, you're blocked. And anyone that ends up on that list, you're blocked for life. Don't message me. Don't ever ask to be unblocked. Don't try, oh, it was a mistake, etc. I block on purpose. I do it for a reason. And I'm very, very careful with who I block. It's not personal, but if you want to do that and you want to be a troll, that's what happens. That's it. That's all really I got to say on that. It's just a warning to that little minority. I know you guys, the vast majority of you guys are completely positive. I appreciate it. I love all the support you give me. Don't forget it. I absolutely love it. Alright, now that that's completely off my chest, accessory changes are coming in February, and like I said, the guide's coming out tomorrow. I'll be doing the L85A2 guide next week, but after that I won't be putting out another guide until actually the patch comes out, because I'll be waiting until the patch comes out so I can read it, understand it, and know all the accessory changes, because that's a big part of the guide. And once I do that, I'll begin scripting for the G53 and so on. On Thursday, or maybe even tomorrow, I'll be putting out a USAS 12 frag rounds video. Now this is very special to me because I got a squad together. Now, not the biggest squad. I want to get a fucking whole team doing it. I want to get a whole team doing it. We all went into an Operation Metro game on purpose. We all strapped on either the USAS 12 or another automatic shotgun, and we all put frag rounds on. And oh my god, the nerd sweat I could smell off the other team was, oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I can't wait to show that to everybody. Of course, they are nerfing, or fixing, I should say, the USAS 12. The USAS rate of fire, I believe. I think that's what they said. The rate of fire when it comes to the frag rounds is too high by mistake compared to the other automatic shotguns with frag rounds. They'll be fixing that. I think that's coming out with the February patch also, with accessory changes and everything like that. Expect new stuff that's coming out in the upcoming weeks. The BFM 8 just came out today. You can check out that on my channel. There'll also be a link in the description for it, or maybe I'll put a little link right here on the bottom of the screen. And I had a really tough time editing that one. I was trying to figure out how to reverse the speed on something and then fix all these things, and I don't know, it's a really great BFM. I want to do more like that other than just posting up a clip or anything like that. It was really fun. It was one of the moments where I've never had a moment like that where my heart just like absolutely came out of my chest, and that was one of the it was shocking, to be honest. That BFM was absolutely shocking to experience, having a jet come at me that close. Anyways, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this commentary. I hope none of you take offense to my comments about the blocking or anything like that, but you have to remember that I have a good head on my shoulders, and that this is for the very, very small minority of people that are out there just to troll. And hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, and I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Peace.